Okay, so we're back and ready to go even deeper into the master plan. We've talked about the big picture goals, but how are those actually playing out, like on the ground? What does this look like for people in California?
Yeah, that's what's so cool about this. It's not just some document sitting on a shelf. The master plan is making real changes.
Okay, so give me some examples. Where are we seeing the biggest impact?
One big one is transportation. We're seeing communities all over the state implementing age-friendly transportation. Think expanded bus and train routes, ride-sharing for seniors, safer streets for everyone.
Oh, that makes sense. Transportation is a huge issue, especially for older adults who maybe can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
It affects everything, going to the doctor, seeing friends, even getting groceries.
Exactly. It's about independence, right?
And staying connected, being part of the community.
Totally. So speaking of health, how's the master plan changing how we think about staying healthy as we age?
Yeah, that's a big one.
One major shift is the focus on preventative care and managing chronic conditions.
No.
So programs that help older adults stay active, manage their health, and avoid ending up in the hospital.
So it's less about reacting to a crisis and more about being proactive, staying ahead of things.
Exactly. There's a program in Northern California I think is really neat. They combined community gardens with nutrition and cooking classes for older adults.
Oh, wow. So they're getting fresh air, exercise, healthy food, and they're learning new skills.
And they're connecting with other people.
I love that. It hits so many things at once.
And it shows how thinking outside the box leads to these really cool solutions. And speaking of cool solutions, there are some incredible things happening with technology to help people age in place.
Oh, yeah, the tech stuff. I was hoping we'd get to that. I mean, technology is changing everything these days, even how we age. What are some of the things that are really making a difference?
Well, telehealth is becoming more and more popular. Older adults can talk to their doctors, therapists, and other healthcare providers online without having to leave home.
That's huge for people who can't get around easily or live far away from medical care.
It is. And then there's the whole smart home technology thing. Devices that can detect if someone falls, remind them to take their meds, even adjust the lights and temperature.
Wow. So technology is literally creating a safer, more comfortable environment for people as they get older.
And that means they can stay in their homes longer, which is what most people want, right? But with all this technology, we can't forget about the human element.
Yeah, no app can replace a hug, right?
Exactly. And that's why the master plan emphasizes community-based programs too.
Right.
Senior centers, adult daycare, volunteer opportunities, things that get people out and interacting with others.
So they're addressing all sides of aging. The practical stuff, but also the social and emotional needs.
And one of the most interesting things they're focusing on is building connections between generations.
Oh, that's so important. Tell me about that.
There's a really cool program in San Francisco where they created a co-housing community for older adults and college students. The students get cheaper housing and the seniors get help with everyday stuff.
Wow.
Grocery shopping, tech support, you name it.
And they both get the benefit of spending time with people from a different generation. That's brilliant.
Right. It breaks down those barriers between ages. And, studies have actually shown that programs like this can decrease loneliness, improve memory, and boost happiness for everyone involved.
I believe it. We have so much to learn from each other, no matter our age. And building those connections just creates a better community for everyone.
I totally agree. It's not just about specific programs either. It's about changing our mindset, seeing older adults not as people who need to be taken care of, but as vital parts of our community.
Absolutely. They have so much to offer. And with all these amazing things happening, especially with technology, are there any ethical considerations we need to be thinking about?
Oh, that's a really important point. As technology gets more and more advanced, we have to be careful about privacy, data security, making sure these innovations are actually benefiting people and not being misused.
So it's about using technology to empower older adults, not to isolate them or take away their control.
Exactly. We have to have an open and honest conversation about the potential risks and benefits of these new technologies.
So technology can be a powerful tool for good, but we have to use it responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. And that's something that's central to the whole master plan. It's about looking at the big picture, thinking long term, and creating a world where everyone can age well.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I'm so inspired by everything California is doing. It really feels like they're leading the way in creating a more age-friendly future.
They are. And these ideas are spreading too. All over the world, as people live longer, we're starting to see a real change in how we think about aging.
It's not about dreading getting older. It's about embracing all the possibilities that come with it.
That's a great way to put it.
Well, I think we covered a lot of ground here, but there's still so much more to explore.
I know, right? This master plan is packed with information.
So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the role of advocacy, what all of this means for the future of aging, and what each of us can do to create a more age-friendly world. Don't go anywhere.